Hey guys, so I am finished with my Invisalign journey and I just came back from the dentist and I am all done with 25 trays, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what happened at the dentist and what the next steps are now. So even though I'm done with my Invisalign journey and I'm done with all 25 of my trays, there's still a couple more things left to do. So I have my 25th tray, so I have them here, and I went in today and the first thing that they did was they took off all of the nodes. So there's little like bumps that they put on my teeth at the beginning. So if you watch some of my previous videos, then you saw how I mentioned that I had these bumps put on my teeth to help move them and keep my trays on and just move them along during the process. So I'm so excited that they removed those today, and the process was not painful. It didn't hurt at all. They just kind of sprayed water and then they used like kind of like a drill and just kind of drilled them off of my teeth. And so I had quite a few because my teeth had a lot of shifting to do. So I had quite a few bumps on a lot of my teeth, and they just went through and they scraped it off, and then they asked me along the way, like, did I feel anything? Was there anything left on there? And they just did that until it was completely smooth. So here's my smile. And you see that I don't have any more of the bumps on there. It's completely free and just my new smile. So I'm really excited about that. And after they did that and took all of the bumps off, the next step was measuring my mouth and measuring my teeth for my retainer. So I'm gonna get a retainer, and this is gonna be the retainer that I'm gonna wear forever, because you're always gonna have to wear a retainer so that your teeth don't shift and go back to the way they were before. So the process of fitting me for the retainer was pretty much the same as the process that they did when they measured my teeth to see what my trays would look like, all 25. So they take the camera and they just go along each tooth inside of my mouth. And then they have a screen that is right next to me that you can see the image of your teeth, showing your teeth and how they look. And then they'll use that model to get your retainer all set. So in the meantime, I'm done with my tray, my 25th tray. I was done with that yesterday, but I'm gonna be wearing this until my retainer comes in. So that's probably going to be maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll go in and get the retainer. So once I get past a certain point, I'll be able to wear them at night only, but I do have to wear the retainer for 3 months the same way that I wore the Invisalign trays. So I have to wear them 22 hours a day. I only take them out to eat, and I'll be doing that for 3 months. But the good thing is that the trays have the areas on them for the bumps on your teeth. So the good thing is that this is going to be a smooth retainer. So it's just going to be clear and smooth. So it's going to look a little bit better than what I have been wearing all of this time with the trays. So I'll be wearing this for the next 2 to 3 weeks before the retainer comes in. I'll do that for 3 months, and then from there I only have to wear the retainer at night. So I'm excited about it. I can't believe that I went through this whole process, that I'm done. And there are a couple little things. It's not always going to be like perfect at the end, but considering where I've come from, I'm very happy with the results. There was a lot of crowding at the bottom, so all of that is pretty much straightened out. My front teeth were the two on the side of my front teeth were sitting back. They're now pulled up. So I'll just show you a little bit. How they look. So I'm pretty happy. I'll put a before and after here. And I do want to point out, I have like one small tooth here on the side, if you can see. So this one is like really small. and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Because I didn't really notice it when my teeth were crowded, and now everything looks so great that I just have like this one tiny tooth. So I did ask them about that today, and the dentist said that because of the crowding when my teeth were coming in, it probably was not enough room for it to fully come up. And so now that I'm older and the way it's like shifted to the side, I would need like actual braces in order to fix that, because it would have to kind of pull it up from the root. And even then, you're not really guaranteed, like with my age. She said when you're a teenager and you have braces, your gums and your teeth are a little bit more pliable, and it has room, the muscles to be pulled, and it can pull up a little more. But now that I'm older, I definitely don't want to go through getting braces or anything like that. So she recommended that I just kind of live with it and deal with, what I have here. I did ask about maybe like a crown or getting an implant there, and she said that she didn't really recommend that because the crown is very hard. The implant would be very hard, and it's gonna have a different feeling to it than my real teeth, which have a little bit more give when you're eating and chewing and things like that. So she did recommend that I just kind of leave it alone. Also, there's nothing wrong with the tooth. I don't have cavities. I've never had any cavities on any of my adult teeth. And so she said, there's no filling there or anything. It's really a healthy tooth, just like all my other teeth. So she advised that I don't really mess with it, because you don't really want to start messing with a healthy tooth, and you don't want to start causing any problems. So that was the only little thing that I saw, but I definitely am okay with it. I can deal with that, and I'm just so happy with the bottom and how the crowding has shifted and moved apart. I also did have an overbite, which it fixed. So my overbite is definitely not as pronounced as I had before. And also my top teeth and my bottom teeth did not align. And so this Invisalign did shift my bottom teeth over, I guess my jaw. And so now my top and bottom teeth are aligned. So there was quite a bit that, they worked on. They worked on the crowding. They worked on some things on the top teeth, my overbite, my aligning my bite. So there was quite a few things that they did. And so we are now in September, and I started this process in January. So I feel like this went really quickly. It does not feel like it was that long. I started out with wearing my trays every 2 weeks, and then maybe halfway through the process, I was able to change my trays out weekly. And so that did help to speed up the process. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I definitely would recommend it. One thing that I did that I didn't expect today was that I had to pay for the retainer. So, it's already pretty expensive with the whole Invisalign process, and I used Care Credit for that, so I'm able to pay on that monthly. But the retainer at the end of the process that you have to wear is not included in the overall Invisalign price. So the price structure for the retainer was $400 for one, and then it goes up to $800 for four. So I was like, do they have an option where you could get two? It's like such a big jump to go from 400 to 800, and then 1 to 4 retainers. So they just recommend getting more because you may lose one or things like that. And then of course it's more expensive to get a whole second one for 400 when you could get 4 for 800. I did end up just getting the one because it's not a matter of something happening with them getting discolored, because it's a little bit of a different material than the trays. So you can just wash it out in the morning or at night with toothbrush and toothpaste. So it would be nice to have 2, but with that price jump, I just, you know, I didn't go for it for the 4. And then I had enough care credit left that covered the 1 retainer. So if I need one, I'll just have to pay for it again with the $400. But you know, I just wanted to let you guys know that is another price to keep in mind, because they didn't tell me that at the beginning of the process. So I really wasn't prepared for, you know, having to pay for that as well. I guess it would be good to get the 4, but I think I'll just, you know, keep up with the 1. And then I'll probably keep these last trays in case of an emergency. Maybe I'll just keep them in my car. If I'm out, I don't have my retainer, then I could just put the trays in or something like that. So yeah, I think that is everything. So thank you guys so much for following along on this journey. I may come back in once I get the retainers and just do a short video showing you guys how everything looks once I get the actual retainers and how that fits on my teeth and how everything is going. But as far as any more movement or anything, this is what it is, and the retainers are just gonna keep in place what I have now. It's not gonna do any more shifting, any more changes. So this is my final product and my final new smile. All right, so thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.